Hello everybody, and welcome back to Genwih's Building Challenge. I'm pretty sure this is episode 6, and if you don't know what this series is, it's pretty much I go up here, press this button, and get a random building prompt that was made by my sister. I have no clue what any of them are, and I see what the prompt is, and I attempt to build it. And as you can see, there are many other builds surrounding the area. You can see all of them except for one. The other one's a cave over there. But yeah, this is going to be the 6th build of the series, and let's go ahead and see what it's going to be. There it is. A dragon. Okay. Well, if you guys were here for the previous episode, you know that it took me about almost a month to build that guy, because that was the last build. It was my first, I guess, naturally shaped thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's not natural. It's I don't know what the I don't know what the word is. But yeah, it was my first type of build like that, and it took me forever to be able to do. So hopefully this doesn't take me as long as that one did. I have a couple ideas in my head of what I can do, so I think we'll be good. But yeah, so I guess for this build, it can really go anywhere. I don't really have to, you know, cut the camera to choose location, because I can build it in the sky. And you know what? There hasn't been any builds over here yet, so I think what I'm going to do is build a flying dragon in the sky above this forest. Like way up here. Now, what's the... Yeah, I think up here is good enough. And it can be overlooking all of the previous builds. You can kind of see a little bit of the cave over there. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into building. And hopefully you guys enjoy the little time-lapse, you know, musical thing that I do every episode, and I will see you guys when the build is done. Okay, everybody, the build is now complete. I don't know why I just crouched, my pinky got heavy. But, the build is complete now, and, it doesn't look too great because it's only my second ever organic, type of build. That guy behind me over there is my first. But I think it turned out pretty good for the knowledge of, the way it was, is. And, I actually had to do a lot of, image research to try to figure out how dragons are shaped and everything. And I actually had to go as far as looking up, dragon skeletons, what people have made for dragon skeletons, just to see how it would be shaped. And I had to pretty much build a skeleton for the dragon, and then build the dragon around the skeleton. So, quite a lot of work went into this one. Weirdly, I did it quicker than that guy over there. Of course, I did procrastinate on building him for quite a while. But, here is the dragon. It is a bit derpy looking, but I think it turned out pretty good for, the knowledge that I had. I decided to make it red. It's probably not really creative because a lot of dragons that I see are red. And it kind of almost looks like one of the, if you guys know what Bakugan are, or Bakugan, however it's pronounced, it looks like the Dragonoid or whatever that one's name was, just the color scheme and all that. But I think it turned out pretty good. I like how the eyes kind of follow you as you move around it. They just kind of look at you. It looks like he's disappointed. And his legs are a bit, I think his legs are the derpiest parts of it, and for some reason his back legs are way smaller than the front legs. But I think it turned out pretty good. The wings were pretty difficult to do, because if you saw in the little time-lapse thing, the wings were just straight, and I actually took them and went up and diagonally with them. That way I could make it look like they're flapping a bit more. And you got the little claws on there. I actually don't know if dragons have the claws or not. I know wyverns have them because they don't have front legs. Their front legs are their wings. So I don't actually know if dragons do, but I put them on anyway. And then the little horn structure type thing that they have, sorry about that, to clear my throat. But the horn structure that they kind of have on the back of their head, and then I did build him a little bit stiff, and that really shows with his tail how just kind of straight it is. But I was kind of running out of time, so I didn't want to take the time to really make him wavy or anything. That was just kind of a little bit of laziness on my part, but yeah. And real quickly I'll go, let me just get this, so, there we go. Just kind of go in here and you can see, I don't know if the lighting is good enough for you guys to be able to see with the way YouTube is, but you can kind of see the rib cage structure and everything that I had to build to kind of get the idea of the shape of the dragon. I actually had an idea of making, I was originally going to have his mouth open and teeth showing, but that just, with my current skill level, I couldn't really do it very well. But I was going to have it to where he actually had organs on the inside, and you could go through his mouth and everything and come out the butt. But I didn't end up doing that because, I didn't want this episode to take another month like that one did. I want to try to get back into doing these every week. But yeah, I think the dragon turned out pretty good, and I actually put the this thingy on the back of one of his little scales, just because I didn't want to have a floating piece of wood just next to him. But yeah, so the dragon build is complete, and that also completes the 6th build of the series, and now we are officially halfway through the season. So, pretty excited to see what comes next. Hopefully, the next episode of this will be able to come out next week, but I'm not so sure. Kind of depends on how things go. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you like the build. I'm pretty proud of it. I think I could have done better, but I also like the way it turned out. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.